Hi peeps, Tersse back in the old fucking squat box once again. And I'm here to talk about politics, economics and the social infrastructure of the societies that we live in. Now, I know there's a lot of libertarians and conservatives and right-wing fucktards out there who love Ayn Rand and think the book Atlas Shrugged, it changed their lives. It absolutely changed their lives to have the idea that they could be movers and shakers. They could be the engineers of the future. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to disavow you of that fucking idea. But the small point is, Ayn Rand tried to tell you that, well, if you are the movers and shakers, you should control the world. Not just build and manipulate it, you know what I mean, be part of the answer to the questions that mankind's been looking after, you know what I mean, how do we improve our society, you know, how do you manipulate and control our society? That's really what Ayn Rand is about. It's about manipulation and control. You are the builders, you are the movers and shakers, therefore you should decide who gets and who doesn't get. And that's not what living in the world is about. We're all born into this fucking bullshit, none of us has to be here, and we don't all end up where we think we were supposed to end up. Some of us end up with fantastic opportunities and others end up with shit opportunities. And the ones with shit opportunities, most of their life they're being stepped on by those who already have the opportunities to make sure you don't get a chance to climb above them. That's the Ayn Rand's theme. Out for yourself. Don't even trust or believe or help your family. You. It's all about you. Well, I'm here to tell you there's another fucking way of looking at the world. And I've made 2 videos which I will put up after this one. Right? It was called, what the fuck did I call them now? I can't fucking remember. I can't remember what I called them. Anyway, the next 2 videos after this one, I can probably fucking have a look and see what they're called. Let's quickly have a fucking look and see what they're called, so you know not to get the wrong ones. They're called Social Capitalism 1 and Social Capitalism 2. Okay? That will be the videos after this video. Social Capitalism 1, Social Capitalism. Because I am refuting Ayn Rand's fucking idea of, you know, the self-determinate fucking idea that, you know, a person can actually, you know, change the world by themselves, just by brute force of will, just by brute force of their opportunities and their intelligence, they can change the world, you know what I mean? Because you know what, even in a world like that, you only have to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and some fucktard who you have fucked over can put a bullet through your head. This can especially happen in America, where more people have guns than anywhere else in the fucking world. So you have to be really cautious if you're a libertarian, a conservative, or a GOP, or an Ayn Rand fucking lover. You have to be really careful that you haven't fucked someone over recently, and then as you go round the corner, they decide just out of a whim to take control of the situation, to take control of their life and yours, and put a bullet in your fucking head. Because it could very well fucking happen. And in the world of Ayn Rand, I don't see there being anything in that book saying that no, there is no crime. You know what I mean? It's just that you are separated from it, you know. But people could break through that little bubble of yours and put a bullet in your head. And if you're living in America, you know you're not living in the science fiction world of Ayn Rand. You're actually living in the real world in America, and people can fucking shoot you. They can shoot you, they can shoot your kids, they can fucking rob your bank, they can blow your house up, tornadoes happen, there's shit happens. Right? So, let's look at it from the point of view of my idea. Social capitalism. Yes, the idea whereby, no, the best way we can actually avoid crime is to make sure the people who rob because they're poor aren't poor. You know, that we actually give them enough money to live a life which may not be the best of lives, but it's not the worst. You know what I'm saying? We have a minimum wage. I'm not talking about fucking $10 an hour. I'm talking about $50,000 a year. Why not? Why shouldn't every American get $50,000 a year, $14,000 if you're unemployed, maybe $18,000 if you're unemployed in a couple, and maybe $25,000 if you're unemployed in a couple with kids? You know what I mean? And that still gives you the incentive to get a job to earn $50,000 a year. It's a minimum wage. I think that's a wonderful idea. I think, and you wouldn't have to, take too much off the rich. I mean, some of these fucking oil companies and coal companies, the Koch brothers, I mean, what, they'll get $28 billion fucking dollars between two fucking brothers. No, they're never going to be able to spend that in fucking 40 lifetimes. Why do they need $28 billion? What are they doing with it? Where's all that money? What are they doing with it? It's just sitting somewhere. It's sitting in a bank, or what, they're going under their mattress, or, and they carry it around in their pockets or in their shoe or something. They buried it in a cave somewhere in a chest. They're going to leave a map when they die, say, oh, find all this money, you know what I mean, if you can break the code, you know what I mean. It's just like, no, fuck's sake, they don't need 28 billion fucking pound, you know what I mean. Why can't we tax those fuckers 70% and pay for education? Pay for people to have a fucking living wage. Pay for people not to be poor and die because they got a rotten tooth, an abscess which fucking exploded in their gum and poisoned their brain. Why can't they pay to avoid that in one person's life or all people's lives? Do they need £28 billion? How much money does the Microsoft corporation need? How much money does what do you call them? The country fucking was made Microsoft. He's all fucking spending money in Africa. Couldn't he fucking spend money in fucking America? I mean, where's all the fucking rich motherfucking billionaires in Britain? Why aren't they fucking helping the hospitals and the fucking schools? You know what I mean? What are they doing with their money? What, they're sitting some fucking Italian fucking catwalk watching some fucking skinny fucking model walking up and down modelling a fucking £100,000 fucking dress that doesn't even cover her tits? Well, that's very important. I'm sure that's worth the fucking money. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. We could spend that money for the best fucking means. To make sure that everybody eats. Everybody has shelter. Everybody gets an education. Everybody can find their way to either improve themselves or remain in a fucking dumb fucker who gets drunk or spunks their money on fucking cocaine or fucking pot. I mean, so long as they're not forcing it on others, who the fuck cares? So long as they're not raping fucking kids, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, the church have been raping kids for fucking decades, and we've only just found about it, well, we've found about it ages ago, but we've only just done something about it in the last fucking 10 years, you know what I mean? Come on, we've only just found out about Jimmy Savile after fucking 30 or 40 years of him raping kids, you know what I mean? Surely we could have fucking spent some money on cops to make sure that shit wasn't going on when it was going on, you know what I mean? We didn't have to find out about after he was dead, you know what I mean? Why do we have to wait until people die before we find out, oh, that poor pensioner died because she couldn't turn the fucking heating on? No, found frozen to death, sitting in a chair with a blanket over her, couldn't afford to turn the gas on, you know what I mean? Eating cat food. What kind of fucking society lets that shit happen, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, social capitalism. You can make the billions you want, but you don't use all your billions. There's a lot of billions just left sitting about in the bank. And sure, the government could just take some of that billions and pay for schools and education and pensions and, fixing up houses so they're not drafty or wet. Fixing, houses so they don't get swept away in fucking hurricanes, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, but come on, couldn't you see a world like that? A social capitalist world where the capital of the world is used for social fucking good, rather than being left lying about in banks, never used, passed on to fucking cat and dog homes and donkey fucking reservations, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's a better way. The social capitalist fucking way. Sound you fucking van, motherfuckers. Watch my next two videos, Social Capitalism 1 and Social Capitalism 2. I think I put it more succinctly, or maybe made a long-windedly, I don't know, but I did it. I did the two videos, 2 8-minute long videos, you know. Watch them, watch me rant, shout and bawl, and call the fucking Ayn Rand and the libertarians and the conservatives and the fucktards out on their bullshit or trickle down economics, you know what I mean? Sound you fucking